Are you going to be ready
Yes.
in about 30 seconds?
Are you keeping this here?
Maybe. Let's see what it looks like. Will you sit down? Yeah, that works.
The show thing is right there.
Oh, maybe I'll move it.
And stick around, you want to find out why eating more food might give you more energy. Bounce, bow, bow, down, down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at the can. All right. All right, let's do this. Okay. Hello and welcome to Mary's Nutrition Show, coming to you live from Seattle, Washington. Now, here's your host, Registered Dietitian Nutritionist, Mary Purdy.
Hey everybody, I am Mary Purdy, Registered Dietitian Nutritionist. Amazing motion graphics. Coming to you live from Seattle, Washington on a beautiful Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific with Mary's Nutrition Show. Welcome. I want to introduce our videographer, producer, and yes, my husband, Keith Hitchcock.
Hello, I'm over here. You can't see me.
He's right there. Good to have you, Keith. Thank you for being here as well. And today's exciting topic is energy. Yes, the exciting topic of energy, which I hear about all the time from people who just don't have enough energy. Now, I'm going to pause for one moment and just say, if you are somebody who feels like you don't have enough energy and you're not sleeping or resting, please go leave. Turn me off and go take a nap. If you are low in energy and you're not sleeping or resting, there's a big connection. That's like ground zero. So please go and take a nap and we'll see you next week. But if you feel like you don't have enough energy and you're not quite sure why, well, I'm going to be providing you about 5 tips to give you some ideas on what can boost that energy. And you want to tune in because you might find out why more food might actually give you more energy.
Ooh, theme music. Bow, bow, ba-dum, bow, bow, wow, wow, wow.
Quick note here, please consult your doctor if you are considering taking any tips from the show today. And please also know that the opinions expressed on the show are those exclusively of Mary Purdy, that would be me, and the show's producers and staff, and do not represent the policies or beliefs of Arivale, Dietitians in Integrative and Functional Medicine, or Bastyr. Whew, thank you very much. Okay, so, on to you.
Oh, hey, if you are watching live, feel free to join in the chat like Paul out there. Ask questions. Now, just know we may not be able to answer them until the Q&A section that is a little later on. On that note, Mary, last week we talked about brain health, optimizing the brain, and some questions came up.
Yes.
Actually, I heard about blueberries. I read somewhere that blueberries are good for the brain. Is that true?
Yes, there actually have been some preliminary studies about blueberries and some of the compounds contained in blueberries. And actually, blueberries are a very strong component of this new hot diet that's out there called the Mind Diet. So berries, while they might not be proven to improve brain function, there is some evidence to show that they could be beneficial. So eat your berries daily and hopefully you'll be smarter than I am.
Awesome. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you. All right. Well, I think we are on to the main topic of the show, which is, I don't know if you remember, energy. Woo, woo, woo. And I feel like I've got a pretty good amount of energy, so I hope I've been following my own advice tonight.
You must have.
All right. So let's talk about tip number 1. Number 1 is get your bees. And by bees, I don't mean those little things that fly on the air and pollinate things and are probably going to go extinct, but I am talking about B vitamins. Now, there's a little something in your cells called mitochondria. Don't have to remember that, but you probably remember from your 8th grade biology class. Mitochondria help to produce energy in all of your cells. And what do they rely on? Your B vitamins. This includes things like folate and riboflavin and thiamine and niacin. And where do we get those beautiful B vitamins? We get them from some beautiful foods. Things like whole grains, things like beans. These are just 2 of the ones that I want to highlight. So if you're not getting one of these things or both of these things in your diet on a regular basis, you might want to begin to include them. It could be oatmeal for breakfast or a bean burrito. It could be lentil soup for lunch with a side of quinoa. It could be chili and rice for dinner. But get your beans in, get your grains in, get those B's in general to boost your energy. That is tip number 1. Tip number 2, eat more plants. Now, plants are not just leaves on the tree or flowers. I'm not telling you to go and munch on your shrubbery outside. I am talking about plants, like fruits, like vegetables, like nuts and seeds. What do plants do all day? I'll tell you. They sit around, those lazy bums, and they basically harness energy from that big ball in the sky called the sun. It's called photosynthesis. Remember that also? I'm bringing you back to your elementary and junior high school days. They photosynthesize and they create energy. So when we eat plants, what do we have?
Mitochondria?
We have energy that our mitochondria helps us to produce as well. So get more plants into your diet. And I am talking about plants that have color in them. The more color, the better. Whether it's purple or violet or orange or yellow or this is orange, actually. We want a spectrum of antioxidants. And remember, beans and grains are also plants. So get in a plant. I challenge you to get in 1 more fruit and 1 more serving of vegetables, half a cup into your day every single day and see how your energy improves. It's especially beneficial when those fruits and vegetables and plant foods are replacing foods that are perhaps less energetically friendly in terms of being nutrient dense or nutritious. So plant foods, get them in or your energy might dwindle. All right, tip number 3. Move your body. Move it, move it, move it, move it, move it, move it, move it. Now, exercise is important because what does it do besides make us have a good time? It increases your circulation. It strengthens your heart. And your heart, when it's strengthened, it improves its ability to spread your blood throughout your entire body, bringing oxygen to all of your organs and your cells and giving you more energy. So move it, shake it, or lose it. Because when you move your body, usually, even if you're tired, you're going to feel more energetic. I don't know anybody who's ever regretted moving their body in some way, unless you pull a muscle or something like that. And I'm sorry about that if that happened to you. But moving your body is going to usually almost always give you more energy. Even if you feel like you don't have the energy to move it. And this can be dancing in your kitchen. This can be taking a little walk with your hubster or your partner or your wife or your friend or your sister or your dog. Or it can be, one of many different activities. It just has to be something you love. People say to me, what's the best kind of exercise? And I say, the one that you'll actually do. So move your body more than you're moving now, and that should kick things up a notch on the energetic front. Tip number 4. Hey, drink more fluids. Are you hearing a theme here? There's a lot of 3s here. Move your body, eat more plants, drink more fluids. So, water. Water. Water is necessary for every single function in your body. We need it for our kidneys, for our enzymes. It helps our muscles to metabolize energy when they are being used for that movement, that exercise. So we really, really need it. Anything that even mildly dehydrates us can have an impact on our performance and our energy levels. So drink your fluids more often, whether it's a cup of tea, so good. Or some herbal tea. A little sage tea right here. Or a little carbonated beverage if you just feel like, kicking it up a notch. No brands necessarily. Anything that gets you more hydrated, that you enjoy. Again, you don't have to drink water if you find it boring. Kick it up with some other kind of flavor. Throw something in there like a splash of juice or a little twist of lemon or lime or orange or grapefruit, or pick any other citrus that might be out there that I haven't thought of before. But if you're relying on energy drinks to get you energy, that is a load of hoo-ha. Those energy drinks do nothing for you except provide you with extra sugar and extra caffeine, sometimes in very dangerous amounts that your body simply does not need. Now, the marketing on those bottles might be very, very sexy and you feel like a charged bull or a monster or a rock star, but I am telling you, you can have a nice cup of green tea and perhaps a multivitamin, and you probably will have the same effect, and you spent about $3 less, and you haven't overloaded your body with things that it doesn't need. So scrap the energy drinks and drink something that really has energy, or eat something that has energy as well. So, okay, that feels good. Lastly, tip number 5. You ready for the 3-word jamboree?
Yeah.
Number 5 is don't skip meals. Your body relies on nutritional input for energy production. So if you're skipping a meal, you are denying your body the tools with which to produce energy. So even if you're not hungry in the morning, have a little bit of something, because everything that your body does during the day, all those chemical reactions that are happening right now, biochemical reactions in the body, rely on nutrients. So if you're skipping those, it just is not going to work quite as well. Or if you're waiting a huge amount of time between your breakfast and your lunch, all of a sudden you realize you haven't eaten for 7 hours and it's 2 p.m. and you're feeling hangry and ornery and not so energetic. It's because you need to have that balance of meals throughout the day, and within those meals, there needs to be balance. A carbohydrate of some kind of complexity to that. Fiber, if it could get stuck in your teeth, that's what you're looking for. Some kind of protein and some kind of fat. So that nice combination of those 3 should keep your energy going all day. So sometimes it's about eating more food that is nutritious as opposed to skipping meals and feeling like your tank is half full or empty. Those are your tips. I think I covered it all. Did I show you this beet? Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, it's so beautiful. Yes,
so
you had that
beautiful.
Purple looking thing too.
Oh,
that
the
was
purple.
beautiful.
That's a cabbage. It's not a purple looking thing. It's a cabbage. This is a plant. It photosynthesized energy from the sun today. Okay.
Mary, some
small.
questions have been bubbling up, and in fact, we're now to the Q&A section of the show. So if there are other questions in the chat, feel free to drop them in there now. So here are a few. I think this was a joke actually earlier, but it's actually it's a serious thought.
Oh, all right.
If you turn it around in a way. Earlier you said if you were tired to take a nap, but then you also said move. So like, how do you know whether to take a nap or move your body to get energy?
That is such a good question. I would look first to see how much sleep you actually got the night prior. If it's less than 6 hours and you're feeling tired, I would take a nap. If it's more than 6 hours, perhaps, or if it's a good chunk of time, I would move your body. I think if we tune into what our bodies actually need, sometimes we can tell what we truly need, and perhaps it's both. Ooh, maybe you move your body for a little bit and then you take a little nap.
Okay. Question from David out there.
Hey.
David says, Any advice to offer about smoothies?
Wow, I feel like we could do a whole show on smoothies.
Oh, good point.
So, advice about smoothies. No matter what with smoothies, I will tell you one thing, because it's very easy to jam pack that blender full of calories with a smoothie, so it can often wind up being like this big and about 500 calories. And then you swallow it down in like 2 sips and you're hungry an hour later and you need to eat more food. So I am a big fan of sipping your smoothie and making sure that you are tasting it and digesting it and allowing all of the nutrients that are in that smoothie to be properly absorbed. I also feel like smoothies are a fantastic place to put in a little vegetable. This is a great thing to add to a smoothie because it makes it gorgeous, especially if you've got those brain-boosting berries and you've got this beautiful purple cabbage. It's an incredible color. Or you can put even a beet into a smoothie, and it will make it a little bit sweet. So I would say experiment with different combinations, but make sure you've got a vegetable in there because it's a great place to add additional nutritional value.
Next question.
Oh, more questions?
Travis, I think I know the answer to this. Travis asks, I'm making a Mai Tai right now. Does that count for more fluids?
Oh, I'm assuming that's an alcoholic Mai Tai. With alcohol has the potential to dehydrate you. It also has the potential to use up your B vitamins. In order for us to metabolize alcohol, we use our B vitamins. So I would suggest if a Mai Tai is one of those things you just can't give up and you need to have in your day to celebrate the spring, which has finally arrived, make sure that you're supporting your body with additional B vitamins and additional fluids so that you can continue to detoxify that alcohol out of your body efficiently.
All right. And one last question,
Oh my
Mary,
gosh, really?
from
Do we have time?
Thad.
Oh, Thad.
Yeah, we'll squeeze it in for Thad.
All right.
He says, any tips for keeping our bellies happy when traveling?
Oh, gosh. Yes. Now, I'm wondering, the definition of happy belly could mean many different things. Now, is it about bloating? Is it about constipation? Or is it about preventing montezumas? I would say no matter what, if you can... gosh, where do I begin? Seriously, this could be we should do a show on smoothies and a show on happy bellies.
We will.
But I'm thinking, because I happen to know that you're traveling to a place where Montezuma's revenge could work its magic. Anytime that you can have an antibacterial herb or spice that's in your food, oregano, rosemary, garlic, onions, ginger, those are natural antibacterials, antimicrobials that can help to prevent any pathogenic bugs or less favorable bugs to enter into your system. So that would be one way to manage that. But I also think, depending on what your situation is, it's great to talk to a health practitioner to figure out what are the best strategies for you.
Okay, Q&A done for now.
Done.
If there are
Okay.
other questions that came up, do please put those in the comments section, and we'll be sure to get to those sometime during the week. So we are starting to close up the show. If you appreciated the show today, you can help us out by subscribing to the Mary Purdy YouTube channel, and thank you in advance for that. Let us know. We have a few ideas for upcoming shows. If you have any other ideas for shows or topics that you'd like to cover in future shows, let us know.
We welcome your feedback.
So, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for your questions. Thanks for being involved in chat. That was fun. And thank you, Mary.
Oh, thank you, Keith. And next week's topic is going to be healthy weight. And that's healthy weight, WEIGHT, as opposed to healthy weight, which will be the healthy weight that you have between now and next week, a full 7 days. But back to the topic. Healthy weight, and you might just be surprised at my approach. So be sure to tune in next week. And we look forward to seeing you then.
Next week,
Thanks.
Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific. We'll see you then. Bye-bye, everybody.
Move your body, move your body.